بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we're addressing the question that's been raised by some of the followers, that sisters mainly. They're asking as a follow-up to the polygyny series and just part of the questions that they're sending. Why don't men usually, or why don't many men, some men, most of men, and this I can confirm that it is most of men, Muslim men, why don't they marry single mothers, divorcees, widows, like the Prophet ﷺ? And this question is asked within the context of polygyny, but as well as outside. In general, a person will not marry a widow or a single mother, a woman who's been through life. Usually men tend to go for, or want to go for a virgin, be it if there's first marriage or polygyny, right? Now I want to bring back our attention to the fact that we're talking about what should be and how it should be and what it actually is, right? Islam deals with how we should be and what we are and how we the reality, right? Now, first and foremost, we have to understand the Prophet ﷺ married different background in terms of women and their social status and their situation. And some of them were with children, and some of them had, were widows, and some were older. But at the same time, when one Sahaba told the Prophet ﷺ that he's marrying someone who's not a virgin, he said it would have been better for you to marry a virgin. And there's a context to that, he's telling the person that there's benefits to marriage of a virgin. So we're not denying that, hey, it's your choice in the end. A person can. But we see the Prophet ﷺ, he did all. The only virgin that he married was Aisha radiallahu anha out of all his wives. All right? So you cannot say, the Prophet ﷺ is saying, okay, marriage is virgins. No. There's context to that hadith, and he's advising one of the Sahaba based on probably what he needs and so on. And there's nothing haram if a person marries a virgin, or that's his preference. There's nothing wrong with that. What we're trying to say though, what about the other women? Because again, some people want to marry just a virgin, they just stick to that woman and that's it. So we're talking about in the context of polygyny as well. But many men, so let's get back to the main point, many men do not want to do anything with a widow, with a single mother who's got kids, especially when they're mothers, when they have children. So I've been counseling people for a long time, and people come to me and they say, look, I want to get married, do you know anyone? And fathers, mothers message me sometimes about their daughters, divorcees, women with children, widows, stuff like that. And for example, just recently, I took two cases, actually there's three single mother cases. One has two children and two have one child. And the brothers are like, yeah, I want to get married and this and that, and you're like, okay, I have someone for you. Oh yeah, cool, this, okay, question, but she has kids. Okay, let me think about it. Next day, sorry brother, I thought about it, it just doesn't fit me. Okay, no problem, it doesn't fit you. But I see a pattern over and over again. There's a problem. Like really recently, we have a friend of mine and I were talking about this, because through him I asked other brothers, and he asked them, and again the response was the same, that no, we're not interested in women who have children. They talk a big talk, yeah, we want to get married. Even with polygyny, yeah, we'll take polygyny. So your first wife has to be a virgin, your second wife virgin, your third wife a virgin, and your fourth wife like a super virgin, right? And all of them have to be like 21 and the most beautiful in the world. And this mentality is a problem. And sadly, it is a problem with certain cultures within the Muslim Ummah. And subhanAllah, a lot of times the guys that come to me and say, I want to get married, and if you see their criteria, it's like, should be like blonde, and she should be like 21, and she should be like this and like that. And sorry, I am so sorry, but you look at the brother and you're like, but where are you, man? Like, The brothers like, Ya Allah, may Allah bless him. He's inshallah, they're good brothers. But Ya Allah, the confidence that they have, man. And sadly, nothing to back it up. The way they look, the way they take care of themselves, nothing. But they want prime thing, you know, top quality, but they're never gonna provide top quality. This is sad. This is very sad. So they come, they talk. So it's certain cultures, sadly, is more than others. And subhanAllah, when you see the non-Muslims, and I know of people who do marry single mothers, and they take care of their children, man. It's like they treat them sometimes like their own, sometimes even better, and they're proud of it. They're like, I'm doing something good, I need to help this. You see that a lot, not all of them, but you do see that. But so far in my 15, 16 years of helping and counseling people, I cannot recall one case when a brother said, you know what, I'll marry. Like the Prophet ﷺ said to one of the Sahabiyat that I'll make dua that Allah removes the jealousy from your heart, and for the children, it's upon me and I'll take care of them. I'll provide for, I'll take care of them. So it's sad. So to see the non-Muslims thinking that this is a good thing, and we know that for the Muslims is a huge ajr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, why did he subhanahu wa ta'ala talks in Surah Nisa? Most of the time it's about this. It's about the orphans, the women, the weak of the society that need to be taken care of. There's rules and regulations of nikah, of marriage. This is where the verse of polygyny comes in as a solution for some of these problems. Why are the Muslims not there? They talk, yeah, we're Muslims, we follow the Prophet and we're willing to die for the Prophet. But everything we do when it comes to these specific issues of marriage and social, we go against it. We put our pride and our culture above the practice of the Prophet. No one is saying that, okay, you don't have the right. No, it's not about that you don't have the right to get married to a virgin or anything. No. But what about the others? And again, polygyny comes in as a solution. But again, even then, even if you tell the brothers, okay, fine, even then it's not happening. Even then they want. And you look at Americans, you look at British, a lot of white men, and others taking care of the children of another woman, and treating them nice. Not all, of course. There's a lot of problems. But my question is again to the brothers, and please comment. Brothers can opinion. Maybe they don't. It's okay, and the sisters can also, because I've been messaged a lot and say, talk about this, and indeed it is a problem. 15 years of counseling and working in social welfare. I've seen this. And what kind of ticked me off these past few days is that I took a couple of cases of sisters to the brothers with a friend of mine, may Allah bless him, and both of them got so frustrated, and so because they're like, no. And so you tell me, yeah, it's this sister, this age, this is, oh yeah, good, has a child. It's like their face changes, or the whole thing changes. I don't want to deal with it. So it's sad, because now you're left with a lot of single mothers who no one takes care of them. And it's not, subhanAllah, sometimes some of these mothers, they make it even easy. They say to the brothers, okay, I don't even need financial help. I got my own. Just marry me. Just take care of me. And even then, subhanAllah, the brothers don't come forth. I'm sure, of course, there are some who do that. May Allah bless them. It's just that I have not come upon them yet in 15 years of my work, and I do quite a lot of work. I'm sure there are, right? But guys need to wake up. This is a responsibility that the men have to take. We've been targeting the women. We've been talking about the women that they have to accept polygyny, that it's a solution for them being single, for being single mothers. We keep talking about that theory, that this is why the reason is. But subhanAllah, even when it comes to that, the brothers are not willing to step up to the platform and take that responsibility. Widows, single mothers, divorced, non-virgins, right, older women, what's gonna happen to them? I hope that the community members, the imams and the scholars and the sheikhs will address this a bit more and teach their communities the responsibility of these things. You don't have to go always for a top model. That's not just, what it's all about. Okay, yes, you have to be attractive. Yes, there has to be compatibility. No one denies that. No one denies it even for a second. Everyone is attracted to a certain way and a certain thing and whatnot. But what about the responsibility of a community and in taking care of the subject of Surah Nisa, of these type of people that there are brothers or there are sisters, who need support. And sadly, because number one, we don't have the individual responsibility as brothers. At the same time, we're missing that communal responsibility as an ummah, as a community. Because when we see in Surah Nisa, the laws that are given are for the individual, but as well as for the jama'ah. And we don't seem to have both right now. May Allah forgive us.